Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another edition of Pantherology. Today's topic is obviously the Week 7 matchup for the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. I'm going to give you my preview of the game, and then I'm going to give you my prediction closer towards the end. So go ahead, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do it now. Click that like button, and then comment down below at the end of the video. Let me know what you think. But beforehand, we get in this video, got to put these on. All right, here we go. Let's get right into this bad boy. So, as we all know, it's rivalry week for Panthers fans as we get to set to travel and take on the New Orleans Saints to battle with our NFC South foe. The Saints, who are 3-2 on the year, now Carolina is looking to bounce back after seeing their 3-game winning streak come to an end this past Sunday in a 23-16 loss to the Chicago Bears. The Saints are fresh off a bye week and are looking to keep pace at the top of the division standings. Today, I'm going to take you into a deep dive into the numbers and see which team has an advantage ahead of this Sunday showdown. So I took a glance at the numbers, and it looks like the Panthers defense actually matches up well with the New Orleans Saints. Even with a young secondary, Carolina is 7th against the pass, which is probably the biggest surprise after the first 6 weeks of the season. Now, the secondary to me seemed to be one of the spots of major concern due to the lack of depth and chemistry this group had, but they've played well above the expectations. You also have to give a lot of credit to defensive coordinator Phil Snow for understanding his personnel and has helped those guys out by dropping 7-8 guys in coverage on the majority of plays. Now, Snow wants to keep everything in front and not let the explosive plays down the field be the thing that beats this young defense. The 2 weak areas for Carolina have been getting off the field on third down and registering sacks. Unfortunately for us, the Saints are really good in both third down efficiency and protecting Drew Brees in the pocket, ranking in the top 4 in both categories. This is where the veteran quarterback can really put a hurting on the Panthers by keeping drives alive and being able to pick apart the secondary with the plethora of weapons that he has to his disposal. Now, if Brian Burns and company can't apply any pressure, it's going to be a long day for the Carolina defense. I think the Saints defense will do everything they can to try and take away the run game for Carolina and make them a one-dimensional offense. Teams have had a difficult time running the football on the Saints as they have only allowed 100.2 yards per game and just 33.5 yards per attempt. Now, if Carolina can offer some sort of a threat on the ground, it will open up a lot of things for Teddy Bridgewater in the passing game. The Saints secondary is prone to giving up big plays, and I fully expect Bridgewater to expose that back end throughout the entirety of the game. When you watch the Saints defense, it kind of has a bend, don't break mentality. Whether or not that's what they're going for, I don't know, but that's how the defense presents itself. Unfortunately for the Saints, it's been more break than bend, which is why they are giving up 30 points per game. With that being said, Carolina has to capitalize on the Saints' lackluster pass defense and score 7 when they reach the red zone. It might take a little bit of time for the New Orleans Saints to find their groove following their bye week. If the Carolina Panthers want to take advantage of this, they have start as they mean to go on. The game is obviously 4 quarters. But what happens during the opening 15 minutes will decide the contest. If the Panthers can generate some early momentum and give their defense something to aim for, it should bolster their chances of causing an upset against a team that does have some problems in their secondary that could be exploited. Now, There is a flip side to this coin. If the Panthers fall behind in New Orleans, it is going to be immensely difficult to overcome, especially given how well Alvin Kamara is running the football through their first 5 games of the season. It's unlikely there will be any surprises from an offensive scheme perspective given the familiarity between the two sides. So it might just be a case of which side has the most talent and, more importantly, who comes up with big plays when it matters most. This might be closer than many people expect. The Carolina Panthers have already shown an ability to play well with their backs against the wall this season. And although this is arguably their sternest test so far, there is nothing to suggest that cannot continue this at the Saints. As I stated previously, starting well will be the key. That means getting stops on defense, making the most out of offensive opportunities when they come. The Panthers are missing some talented players through injury, which is not ideal against such a high quality of opposition. But it will be up to the other members of the roster to step up and seize their respective opportunities. If they can do this and expose the Saints' flaws in the process, then they can stay in the game down the stretch. New Orleans has plenty of experience that will stand them in good stead, and in truth, their bye week couldn't have came at a better time. But I feel that the Saints are going to be struggling on offense with the fact that Michael Thomas is out with a hamstring strain and with Emmanuel Sanders out due to a positive COVID test. I don't think the Saints can just rely on Jared Cook and Alvin Kamara on offense to get the win. I think Brian Burns and that defense will cause enough pressure to cause Drew Brees to feel uncomfortable in the pocket and cause some busted plays and turnovers. This secondary might be young, but they are good enough to cover a Traquan Smith and a Marquise Callaway. A fast start for Carolina will be what keeps them in the game, and a late touchdown will make it look better than what it really is. I've got the Panthers bouncing back with a win and going up 4-3 on the season. My score prediction for this game, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. I got the Panthers, though, winning 30-28. So, guys, pound that like button. Pound the subscribe button. Stay with me, Panther fans. We're going to win this weekend. You'll see. And you know what to do. Keep pounding.